Okay, our lumber is landed and we're ready to start on this house here. So the next thing that's going to happen actually is you can see that all the tops of our foundations are nice and clean. That's because what we've done is swept everything off. And there's a reason for that. When I talk about snapping lines, we have all these bolts to hold down our house, but we need to know exactly where on these forms to the quarter of an inch or to the eighth of an inch where these plates are going to sit. So we need to actually take a chalk line, string it out, snap a straight line all the way down these footings here, all the way around. So we need to do what's called snapping lines. So we're going to snap lines, and we'll measure from the back to the middle, and we'll measure from the side to the side, and we'll figure out exactly where the footprint of this house is, right exactly where the house is going to sit. And then the next thing that we'll do is we'll take some of that long lineal lumber over there and start cutting what we call plates, which is the very bottom of our wall. So that's the next step here. So we've got everything ready to go for framing. The first step of framing is snapping lines and cutting plates. So that'll be happening next. We'll get you some video of that once it gets going. Another thing I'm going to tell you is when our framers frame up walls, once we've got those plates cut, instead of framing them on the ground, which is always kind of bumpy, although we're nice and flat here, one of the things that we do now is we actually use what's called a framing table. So we'll set up sawhorses here, 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 all four corners, and we'll lay the plates across and frame the walls up off the ground. So it's actually easier on our framers' backs. The walls are flat and square, and it's easier once the walls are built to just pick them up and walk them over to where they go, put them in place, and nail them together. So that's what we do here. It makes things run really nicely and efficiently, and it's kind of a great way to do it as far as I'm concerned. So we'll show you all that stuff once we get to framing. That'll be pretty darn quick. See you soon. Bye. Thanks again. I talked earlier about snapping lines, so we're here snapping lines now. You can see now we've got straight lines that run all the way down these footings. Each wall now has a straight, the string never lies, it's always straight. So we know that these walls are going to be dead straight when we put them in. We also know with our bump outs, they're all going to line back up again. There's our 1 foot difference in between there and there, all the way around.